ClassDojo is a great resource to use in the classroom. It has a classroom management piece as well as a communication platform for parents, students, and teachers. The purpose of this video is to provide other teachers with information on how to set up a classroom in ClassDojo and then see all the different pieces that they can use to benefit their class. The standards that I have selected to match up with this video are the ISTE standards for teachers, number 3, section B, that states collaborate with students and parents using digital tools and resources to support student success, as well as the TPK1 that states candidates communicate and collaborate using digital tools. So to start out, as you see here in the middle, it says that you can join your school. One of the neat things about ClassDojo is that if your team or your whole school is using ClassDojo, you have the opportunity to connect with them and build a community on ClassDojo. To start out, to make a class, you come down here and click on Add a Class. And like I said, if your school has ClassDojo, you can find your school on here and be able to connect up with them. I'm a substitute teacher, so I don't have a school that I connect with. So I'm going to click on I'm not in a school. And then here you get to name your class. So you can name it your last name, or you can name it something fun like Stingrays. And you could say that you say what grade you're teaching in. So I'm going to say I'm teaching first grade. And right here you can change what picture that goes with your class. So a lot of this is very customizable, which makes it fun for you and the students. Here's where you add the students' names. So just for fun, I'm going to say that Kevin Bacon is in my class, as well as Chuck Norris. And each student has a little monster that matches up with their name. And then here you get invitations that you can send to parents. And what happens is on ClassDojo, each student has a profile. And the parents, when they get an invitation, that will allow them to connect up to their child's profile and get to see videos or pictures that their student adds or anything that you might put on there, so they are informed as to what's going on in the classroom. So you would click Get Invites, and it would pop up on your downloads bar. And then you're able to either email them or print them out and send them to the parents. And then here is the skills. Like I said, this is a classroom management piece as well. So you can use this to award students points as they are behaving well or showing any of these skills that you would like to see. So like I said, a lot of schools have this, and as a community, they have certain skills or rules that they have. So you could add those specific skills into your classroom. So if you saw this and you didn't want participating, you could click on it and click delete. And so that is gone. If you didn't want persistence there, you could get rid of that. Or you could keep it. You can keep any of these. And let's say you wanted to keep helping others, but you didn't like that it was 1 point. So you click on it, and you can change how many points it's worth. So I could say helping others is worth 2 points. And if you wanted to add your own, you just click Add Skill. And I like to put being respectful as one of my skills. And I usually make it worth 2 or 3 points. And I also add working quietly. And I will put 3 points for that. And if I wanted to change the picture, just like at the beginning on your classroom picture, you can change it to whatever picture you want. I could do the silly dinosaur. And when you're done with that, you can click Finish. But before I go, I will point out this needs work. Right here, you can add skills that will take away points. Like it says, for example, being off task. I do not personally use the needs work portion. I just use the positive platform here and award students points. But if you wanted to take away points, you could use the needs work and set up the same way as the positive points. And then when you're done, you just click finish. And then here is your classroom. And it has all of your students there and their little monsters. And when you wanted to award students points, if you catch them doing something great, you can click on them and click what thing that they were doing right. So if Chuck Norris was working quietly, you can give him 3 points for working quietly. And if you catch the whole class, you can click on the whole class and give them all points for being respectful. And then you also have the option to set up groups. I know a lot of teachers do table points. So you could set up your tables in here and name it table 1 or the red table and select the students that sit at that table and create the group. And then when that table does well, you just click on them and award the group and give them the points. And those points will be added to their individual student points as well. Then up here we have the stories. This is basically set up like a social media platform. And you can type in things as a teacher and remind students and parents about things that are upcoming in your classroom. And post it, and then everyone can see it. And the students themselves have their own little profiles, and they can put videos, files. If they were typing up an essay, they could put it up here for their parents to see. This is something only their parents will be able to see. And then there's also the messaging portion. And here, the parents and teachers can communicate completely free, and it does not require any phone numbers. So it's a very private way of communicating with parents. I hope this video was helpful. This is a lot of fun. I use this a lot in my substitute classrooms. The kids love it. They get very excited when they get to earn points for their awesome behavior. And I love the opportunity of being able to communicate with parents throughout the day.